What's poppin' YouTube? JD here, back with yet another video for you guys. We are talking about grails today, so let's get into it. Just want to say shout out to all my subs from day one and the ones that have just subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys for the support. So a couple of days ago, I uploaded a question to my Instagram asking you guys to tell me your grails. And thank you for all the responses. I got over 200 responses. It was really cool to see how different people's grails were, which is really what sneaker culture is all about. You like what you like at the end of the day. Two of the most common responses I got were these two pairs, the Travis Scott Jordan 1 High and the off-white Jordan 1 High, not this specific pair, but the Chicago colorway. I gotta say one of the popular choices that really surprised me was this pair. This is the Jordan 1 Mid Maison Chateau Rouge. Very surprised by how many people consider this pair a grail. I totally understand it. There is literally no colorway of a Jordan 1 that looks anything like this. Some of the other rather unique responses were the Jound Reebok Club C 85s, the Aimé Leon Dore New Balance 997. I still regret the day I sold that pair. Also the Dunk High Skunks, absolutely sick pair. And that's just to name a few, so thank you guys so much for sending in your responses. If you didn't message me on Instagram, write it down in the comments. Let me know what your grail is. I then told you guys that I recently copped a grail and I asked you guys to guess which one that is. And shout out to AMR Hafizi on Instagram. You were the first person to guess that correctly. And here it is, the grail that I recently picked up. The Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 1.0. Guys, I have wanted this pair for so long now, and the main reason why, well, there's two reasons. First of all, you guys already know I absolutely love orange sneakers. And orange, black, and white on one of my favorite silhouettes of all time, the Jordan 1. Man, this is an absolutely sick colorway. And the second reason, of course, is because I actually wanted to just feel for myself. Every single sneakerhead always likes to compare every single Jordan 1 to this pair right here for the quality. This is basically the bar for quality when it comes to Jordan 1. So that was the other reason why I wanted to get this pair, so I can always compare it to future Jordan 1s for you guys. And guys, I was able to get this for an absolute steal. I will talk about that later in the video, so make sure you stick around until the end. I did a bit of research into the quality, so it turns out that this pair is made out of aniline leather. So it's leather that's a lot more natural, whereas typically most of the leather you normally find in Jordan 1s nowadays, they actually have a coating of polyurethane over it. So it doesn't actually feel as natural as this pair does. And let me just say this right now, I always wanted to know why everybody compared Jordan 1s to this pair. And I'll be honest with you, I'm now even more confused than ever. And the reason for that is because the quality on this is insane. So I don't even know why people bother comparing other Jordan 1s to this. You're never gonna get another Jordan 1 with this kind of quality. Jordan just doesn't make that anymore. So what's the point of even comparing it? You're just gonna be disappointed every time. I mean, just look at the tumble leather that you see on this sail portion of the shoe, the mid portion. This is that real tumble leather. Meanwhile, look at what Jordan Brand does now in 2020. They give us this absolutely fake looking tumble leather. It's just made to visually look like it's tumble leather, but it's actually some pretty cheap stuff. As I said, I really don't think we're ever gonna see quality like this on a Jordan 1. So I'm very, very happy to have this in my collection. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't until a couple of days ago that I realized why this pair is called the Shattered Backboard. Apparently all the way back in 1986, Michael Jordan was playing a game in Italy and he basically shattered the backboard there, and this colorway was based on the colors of the jersey he was wearing on the day that that happened. So shout out to whoever at Jordan Brand decided to take that obscure story and make it into a colorway of the Jordan 1, because the final product, guys, amazing. I'll keep it real though, the reverse shattered backboard, the 2.0 version of this, I do actually prefer that colorway to this pair, but that is because anytime you put that Chicago color blocking on a Jordan 1, it just looks amazing. And like I said, I love orange, so I just think that the reverse shattered backboard, in terms of just looks, it looks definitely better than this pair, and I will definitely get that pair one day. But in terms of quality, man, never felt a Jordan 1 this nice. By the way guys, if you've been enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe for more. Once again, shout out to all of you guys for all the support recently on the channel, especially with the likes. So how did I find these grails? Now I gotta be honest, I wasn't actually looking for these grails. It's more like these grails found me. So there I was on a quarantine Saturday, just scrolling through eBay Kleinanzeigen. By the way, if you don't know what that is pretty much like the German version of Craigslist. So it's basically like a classifieds website. People just sell all types of stuff there. Pretty much anything that they want to sell, they sell it on this website. So I was just kind of looking through the sneaker section there, and I see an ad for this pair. And I wasn't particularly looking for it, but what really blew me away was the price. So the guy was selling it for a very, very cheap price. So of course, my first thought was, these gotta be fake. Like there's no way these are actually real. But then I thought to myself, I have definitely purchased many other products from different classifieds websites in the past before that turned out to be absolute steals. The good thing about these type of websites is that you don't normally see like sneakerheads posting on there. It's usually just like regular people. So a lot of them don't actually even know what the value of some of the stuff they're putting on there for sale is even worth. So then I thought to myself, whatever, I'm gonna take a risk and buy this. If it turns out to be fake, it's fake or whatever. Like you win some, you lose some, right? So then the shoes came in the mail today. I opened up the box. I immediately started to feel very good about my purchase. The first thing I saw was actually a receipt from Nike. So that's already a pretty good sign. Then in terms of how the sneaker itself looked, I'm like, yeah, it definitely looks real. And then more so than that, it definitely felt real. I was like, I know I've heard so much about the quality of the shattered backboard, and the quality on this sneaker was just insane. I'm like, this has gotta be real. But I still didn't want to celebrate too much, so I immediately went on YouTube. I watched like 5 or 6 videos talking about differences between real versus fake pairs, and everything checked out. I definitely managed to cop a real pair. So at that point I knew everything checked out, so I just looked at these sneakers and thought to myself, what did I do to deserve these for the price I paid? And the price that I paid was 220 euros, which in US dollars, we're talking about like 250 or so. So I paid 250 for this. This is a used pair, but it's pretty much, as you can see just by looking at it, like here's the bottom basically. You can see that is barely used. This is pretty much, I would say, like a 9.5 out of 10 in terms of usage. If you look at StockX, a dead stock pair in my size sells for about $1,400, and used pairs go for about $700 to $800. But I somehow managed to cop this for 220. Definitely, I've gotten a lot of crazy steals in the past, but this one has to rank all the way up there just because it also is a grail. So in terms of like one of the best cops I've ever gotten, this one is probably #1. The moral of the story, guys, is always check classifieds. That is where I've been able to find some of my biggest steals. Now granted, the German classifieds website is probably not gonna have like the same number of steals as websites in your country. Maybe it has even less number of steals than your country, I don't know. Of course, it's very different from market to market, but sometimes instead of looking at Facebook sneaker groups or even like Grail, for example, people on there are usually selling used sneakers for a lot of money normally. My 2 favorite websites for copying used sneakers, and I do copy a lot of used sneakers, they are, like I said, eBay Kleinanzeigen, and also I use Depop quite a lot. A lot of crazy steals can be found on Depop as well, and all of your purchases are covered by PayPal anyways, so you're pretty safe in case you're worried about copying a fake pair. That's pretty much all I have to say. I just wanted to, give you guys a short video because I was pretty happy to cop this. I thought it deserved its own video. So let me know in the comments down below. Once again, if you didn't comment already on Instagram, I want to know what your grail is. So write that down in the comments. And thanks so much, guys. Lots of videos on the way. I have a stack of boxes like this high of sneakers that I got to review and more videos that I got to make. So watch out for that. Thank you guys once again so much for messing with the channel and for watching this video. Until next time, guys, peace.